Hello.
Hello, how are
Oh,
you?
why am I frozen?
Are
Oh, wait, there. Oh,
oh,
hello.
not again.
Also, I don't know if the rain makes issues or not.
Probably. Let me hop on over here and let me pull up the comments real quick so
Oh, yeah, good idea.
we can
Hi,
see.
Steph. How are you today?
Girl, it has been an afternoon so far. I thought it was a pretty busy morning, and then we were getting ready to do this, and boy, did we have some technical difficulties. Well, I don't know what was going on. Maybe it was the rain.
It could be. It really could.
So I'm not trying to hide. Let me see.
Hi there. So good to
Hi.
see you.
Let me hop on over here to our TT and we'll share it out. So hang on just a second. Today we're going to make beeswax wraps. I'm not really going to be in frame today just because the way it's set up. So bear with me one moment. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining us today, I did have my door open, but it is pouring out. How about
It
there?
is pouring. Yes, it's very, I don't know if you can hear it, but it is loud out there.
Well, I don't know if you can hear it if I go like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very loud.
Yes,
Okay.
so I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we did put anything out, but I was going to do a live hive inspection today, but Steph and I realized the rain was going to interfere with that. So luckily, Steph was able to put her beeswax wraps, all that together and help me. So she is going to help all of us learn how to make beeswax wraps. I'm really excited.
Yes, yes. I am trying to join the live, but we're having some issues for some reason. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and get started. So yeah, like Kim said, we're gonna make beeswax wraps today. I know some of you have made them with me. So if this is your first time, it's really super simple. And I'll go into a quick story about how we actually learned to make them, which was really fun. Kim and I went to an event at Penn State, it was probably a month ago, yeah. And
Oh,
we
yeah,
were at a
absolutely.
workshop where this very nice lady showed us how to do this. And I thought, wow, this is really amazing. What a fantastic and sustainable way to have something like this in your home and reduce waste, first of all. And then what a wonderful way to use your own bee products. So, what we're making today is reusable beeswax wraps. And we're, Kim and I guess, you're using wax that you've rendered from your hive too, yeah?
Yes. And
So,
you as well, correct?
do you, yeah,
I
this
do
is,
have a block of mine here, but I did melt mine already because, as you know, beeswax takes a long time to melt, and so does the pine rosin. Do you say rosin or rosin?
rosin, I say, but
I,
everybody says
'cause
things
I don't
however.
know, and I pronounce things wrong all the time. So if I
And that,
pronounced it wrong, let me know.
that is okay. So, speaking, I'm trying to find myself on the camera. Hang on, sorry. There we are.
So yeah, we want to allow for time for everything to melt, and because beeswax, you don't want it to burn or get dark in color. It's best to try to do it low and slow. So that can take quite a while. So it is some
Yeah.
bit to prepare.
What kind of pine resin did you get?
Oh, I don't. It's made from the highest quality rosin, and it's 100% natural. Now
Is it
I got the chunks because I wanted to see what they look like. Oh, I closed them before they close. But I know you can get it in powder form, which probably makes the whole process easier and quicker. But I like the chunks.
yes.
So minor little chunks, which I think are cool. So, but there are
So what
different types out there.
absolutely. I got beeswax or I got the made specifically to make beeswax wraps
Mhm.
and it's fine, but I like to grind mine down into a powder because it does take forever to melt down. So I
Mhm.
find that works great because it's a long process. So
Mhm.
what I use, to make about 25 10 by 10 wraps is 5 ounces of beeswax to 2 ounces of the pine resin and then 1 ounce of the jojoba oil.
Okay.
So the jojoba oil gives it its elasticity. The pine resin obviously gives it its tacky, sticky nature. And then the beeswax gives it that seal and coating. All right, so my solution is good and ready to go. I'm using a griddle,
Okay.
which I know that's a little bit different. There's different ways to make these, but I have a dedicated griddle that I'm going to use. And Kim, how are you making yours today?
Well, I'm going to use an old pan that I'll probably just end up using for my wraps. I have a lot of cookie or sheet pans like this. I do have a griddle as well, which when we took the class, the woman used a griddle, which we thought was such an amazing idea. And I know, Steph, you really love yours, right?
Yeah.
So if you have that, that's great because I think it will make it a lot quicker for you. This method that I'm going to be using is nice if you don't have a griddle. But in my method, it does take a couple extra steps because when you pour your mixture on, it's going to immediately start to turn a little white and hard. So you'll drizzle it on here and then you'll pop it in the oven at 200 degrees for a few minutes.
Yeah.
When you take it out, you can roll it the way Steph will show you. So this is really I just wanted to show a different version, but I do like the griddle method and Steph makes it look really easy. So.
Well, I mean, I don't know. That lady made it look so easy. So thanks to her, that's why we're doing this. But yes, this griddle is dedicated to just this. It's a temperature gauge one, so I put mine too at 200 degrees to get
Okay.
the wax going. So I'm going to go ahead and turn mine on. And if you don't have a temperature setting on yours, you can just put it on medium low. But
Okay.
you don't want it too hot because you don't want your beeswax to overheat. So this takes just a few moments to heat up. And then there are different rollers. This is the foam roller that I got. This was an accident. They sent me this on accident, but I'm so glad they did because I also tried the other kind of roller, the nap roller, and I don't like this one at all. I'll show you the difference in the two and how they pull on the fabric.
Oh,
But
that's a good idea. So what's the nap one? I have one that we already had this. It was still in the package and everything. This is a rubber roller.
okay, I
So
bet
I'm
that
just
one's
going to
great.
keep it now essentially for these because as you can see, there's a layered wax on it. So I don't
Yeah,
know. I'll have to try yours too. The first one you mentioned. Maybe that's easier, but I do like this one.
I would like to try a rubber one. So
So it is
I'm
nice
just
to get different options on how to make these in case you don't want to purchase everything. So
absolutely. I'm just finding that I really like the rubber, and you never know. So just if you can try different options.
So
All right.
did you pour your wax mixture?
Not yet. This
Okay.
is just a little bit left over from when I was doing them last night.
Do you need to prep your griddle beforehand or you can
Nope.
just
You
okay.
absolutely do not need to prep your griddle at all beforehand, especially if you clean it off or if it's dedicated like mine
Okay.
is. So I kind of like to leave a little bit of oil on here, then I can just throw the wrap right down and you're good to go. Basically, this is still heating up. I'm just letting my roller heat up too.
Okay, that's a great idea.
Otherwise, you're working with a stiff roller.
Mhm.
Now, while we're doing that, letting that warm up out, I do want to show you this material. Can you see the fray? I don't know if you can. It is fray. There you go.
Okay.
So I will throw mine on the griddle while it's still frayed. And then once I put the solution on and let it cure, then I use the pinking rotary tool on it and cut the sides down.
Oh, okay.
Because
Do you
I
find it?
use, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh no,
I'll,
I just didn't know if it was easier. Is it easier to do that after you
I
make
do
it?
find it much easier.
Okay, that's good
Yes.
to know.
But then you can use, I find you can use this as like fuel for your
Mm,
smoker
great.
because it burns forever.
Oh, that's wonderful. And what kind of fabric should we be using?
100% cotton. And I will tell you guys a secret too. If you're doing this to be sustainable and you just like to be that kind of person, you can get all of these ingredients. You can get your pine resin, you can get your jojoba oil, and of course your beeswax is. You can get it all food grade,
Yes. Yes.
which I
So
know a lot of people, including myself, Kim, I know you're big into that kind of stuff too. So this is why these beeswax wraps are just really an amazing addition to the kitchen.
they really are. I remember we had talked about this so long ago. We have used beeswax wraps, but we purchased them
Yes.
and just thought it would be amazing to make them. So I'm so happy we have this opportunity. And you've been doing it, so you are a wonderful teacher.
Well, thank you. And I'm going to be honest, I've only been doing it for a few weeks now, but it's so easy. That's why I just love sharing the information because once I got into it, I realized how easy it was. And I've been doing nothing but researching it since then.
Oh, great. So if anybody has any questions, can they reach out to you? And
Absolutely.
is there anywhere they can go to see your information?
Yeah, absolutely. You can come and you can just reach out to us. You can ask to speak with me if you want. I'm happy to help you with the beeswax wraps. And Kim knows a lot about them too, so she can help you with them as well. But I turned the slide on because I want to show you guys something really cool. We'll go ahead and get started, and I'll go ahead and tell you the recipe real quick. The one
Okay.
I use is 5 ounces of beeswax, 2 ounces of pine resin, and then the 1 ounce of the jojoba oil. So
Okay.
let's look at this cloth. And we see it's pretty dull, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Kim, you have your cloth ready?
I do. I actually got one started, but I do have other cloth.
Great.
Now I used my pinking shears. I don't I don't know why I keep cutting out, but I used my pinking shears beforehand, so I don't know if that's best method to do, but I will try yours as well and see.
Try, because I tried mine beforehand, and let me tell you, I have never felt more like a 3-year-old for the
I
first
know.
time using scissors.
Oh my gosh, girl, I know. Like now I'm not, selling these or anything. I'm going to be using them and giving them to family. So I don't think they'll care that they're not completely
Those are
even, but yeah,
gorgeous.
they're
Yeah.
definitely not even because I'm not using a ruler to cut them. I'm just cutting them into the shape that I want. There, I also have no idea what size I have. I'm just doing different sizes. It's just how I do it. I actually have a few here, really large ones I wanted to give to my daughter because she makes a lot of sourdough bread. And I
Yeah.
know these are great to wrap your bread in. So I made some
Okay.
big ones. So keep in mind if you use these bigger ones, maybe it's not a great option if your griddle was if it won't
Too
fit. Like
bad.
for instance, it's really not gonna fit very well in my pan. So I might have to do some adjustments with that. So but you just, I'm sure as you know, just keep doing it and it's just fun and experiment.
Okay, let's see here. So I've got that on the griddle.
Oh, we do have a comment. Let me come up here and see it. Anne said, "Oh my, I'm a beekeeper and quilter." Oh, perfect. I
Oh,
have
that's
so much quilting cotton
perfect.
scraps to use. That's so amazing. Before I realized I also had my own fabric and didn't need to purchase any, I was looking online and you do want 100% cotton as stuff said, and they do make the quilting squares already cut,
Yes,
but you must have a lot of those, so that's perfect for you. And I realized I already had fabric, so I just cut mine down.
yes, 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 yes. I have fallen in love with the different fabrics I've been finding, especially this time of year. They have so many nice fabrics out there.
They really do.
So I know we were chatting, but I went ahead and put the solution on here.
Okay.
And I am just rolling it out.
Oh, okay. So you're rolling yours. My process, well, maybe you'll be able to see it very well now that I move my camera, but since I'm using a pan, I'm gonna have to do mine a little bit differently. I won't be able to spread mine like Steph is doing. And I'll show you what happens to the mixture when you put it on. I already poured some on here, but I want to melt it down. So I'll just pour some on like so, probably the way Steph did as well. And then as you can see, it's already hardening. So we won't be able to spread it the way Steph's doing. So what I'm going to need to do is put mine in the oven for about 2 to 3 minutes. And that's what I will do in one moment here.
Now, while she's putting hers in the oven, mine is on the griddle. I need to flip it because you want to make sure that both sides are completely saturated. So I'm simply just going to flip it.
Okay.
And we give it
So
a flip.
that's
And
why I
then,
think a griddle is probably so much more efficient because I'm wondering what happens when you have to flip it on the pan. Will it harden? I guess you got to work real quick. So at least in your instance, you have some time to spread it around and it's still staying warm for you.
yes, I've never tried another method. I keep saying I'm going to just so I can compare the two and really hash it out if I need to, but I can't see any other way of doing this, especially if you need to make quite a few at one time.
Right. Now, depending on how big your squares are, you could probably fit, can you still hear me? Okay, you could probably fit a couple on a pan and run at the same time. You can also use pans like this. They make obviously different sizes. This is the size I just wanted to show you for an example. Same process, you just put a
Yep.
mixture on. But depending on when you're making these, in the winter it could be cooler, so that means it's going to harden quicker. I would recommend if you're using a sheet or an aluminum pan to do it right by your oven so you can just pull it out in quick roll. So,
Now, here's the fun part, the sheen.
oh,
No, I don't know if you can.
it's shiny.
Tiny and shiny.
Now
This
with
is,
your recipe, you like the recipe with the amount of beeswax to the rosin to the jojoba oil.
yes, I
And
do. And I
okay,
will show you the tackiness here in a second. So now that this one is complete, I'm just going to fan it out. And I'm going to stick it outside. I know it's raining, but it's covered. It won't get wet.
and how long does it take to dry or to harden, I guess?
Do what?
How long does it take to harden?
So I leave that out just for a few minutes. And it's kind of cool out there right now. So probably until I get, I don't know, about 10 out there hung up, maybe 10, 15 minutes. And then I'll bring them inside and I let them cure for about 24 to 48 hours.
Okay, and where do you let them cure? Do we leave them out or?
I do leave them in a dedicated space just to make sure they're free of debris.
Okay, great. I'm gonna check on mine.
Okay.
Okay, so it's all melted and I must work quickly. And I will use my roller and just make sure everything is saturated here. And I have my tool and I'll just flip it, although it doesn't seem necessary because it looks like it was saturated on both sides. It's probably a good idea to rub it, like roll it out so there's no, you want it to be smooth, right?
Yes.
So
Nice and smooth.
I'll go ahead and roll this side. But that was nice. Okay, I like that. Just make sure every spot has the mixture. This is really fun.
It is really fun.
Oh, look at that. Maybe I need different.
Yes, we are making more. We're gonna make a few more. Stay and join. Watch us for a little bit.
Oh, it's already getting hard.
If
I
they
think
do get hard quick, they get hard
okay.
really, really quick.
So you got to work fast. And then I have I didn't show you before, but I have a grate. So I'm just gonna rest mine on a grate.
That's a great idea. No pun intended.
So that's what I'm gonna do. And that is fun. I can see why it would be fun to make so many of these. I have a little Christmas design because I found this fabric.
Yes, 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 yes. I'll show you some of the ones that I've completed here in a minute, and I'll show you just how easy they are to use. Let me flip this
Awesome.
one over.
I'll do one more here. So I'll pour
Tab,
my
thank you for joining.
wax on. I'm gonna pour it on. And you can I don't know how do you pour yours on? Just like over it anyway, or?
I just use a spoon, yeah, and I just,
Oh, okay.
yep.
So
All
yeah, you
right.
can use a spoon. I just poured mine from my Pyrex and it's already starting to harden a little bit. Although, I guess if your pan is warm enough and you're quick, you might be able to do
Quick
it again
hand.
without putting it back in the oven. But now I'm going to put it in the oven because you'll see it already bunches a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and stick mine in the oven. I feel like it would be quicker if I was closer to my oven. But if you're anything like me, I would recommend setting a timer so you don't forget that it's in there.
Yeah,
Because it only takes a
absolutely.
few minutes and I may have forgotten before, so. But you make it look so easy and smooth.
Let's pull it up and see if we can see that pretty, pretty sheen. Hang on just a second.
Oh, it's
Look,
beautiful. Oh my
it's
gosh.
like wrapping paper. It's like candy, really.
I love it. So pretty, so shiny.
Right?
Now you said you let it cure for 2 days?
24 to 48
Oh, 20.
hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it's okay to use?
Yeah, then it's okay to use. Let's actually, let's do that. Let's use one. Hang on just a second. So I have one in use over here. Let's see. See then how nice, this is already nice and sealed. Look at this.
Oh, yes, that's perfect. You have a great recipe. I was reading a bit about the different ingredients and why they're important. I'm sure you have
Yes, look,
explained that. And then you need more of one or less of another if you wanted a certain texture. Is that correct?
true. So if let's get into that real quick. Sorry, I'm not used to this camera.
I love the way it sticks on.
The jojoba oil is what is going to give it its elasticity. And then your pine resin gives it its tackiness, so the stickiness. And that's also that bugger that takes forever to melt
Yeah,
down.
it
And then
does. But so does wax.
yeah, then the beeswax gives it that nice seal and coating. So to use it, you want to warm it up. So we've got it nice and warm and we've activated it, so to speak. Nice and warm.
Wow.
And now let's take our jar and we're going to cover it however you'd want to cover it. And you can already see it's got a nice seal. And then I'm just going to wrap it around the same way I would plastic wrap or aluminum foil. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
I don't know. Do we trust it?
Yeah, that's great.
See?
Oh, that's perfect. Oh my
And it works
gosh.
perfectly. So you don't want to use it on raw meat, seafood.
Okay.
You don't want to put it in your oven. You don't want to put it in your microwave. You do not want to put it on your stove. So keep it away from the heat.
Okay.
But you absolutely want to put it on fruits and vegetables, cheeses, and breads, like you said earlier.
I love your idea of putting it on a mason jar. A lot of times they don't have lids for mine.
Exactly. Let's do a fun leaf one. So let's look at it. No sheen.
Okay. And I love the way it smells because you just smell your warmed beeswax. It's very pleasant.
Yes. Now, sometimes your pine resin can have an odor to it.
Okay. Here's
Mine
mine. Does it
doesn't.
look shiny? It's dripping a little. I probably put too much.
Yes, it's beautiful. It looks like wrapping paper.
Does yours ever drip? Like, how do we know if we use too much? I might have used too
It'll
much.
be pulled up on there. So you'll see it. Mine have never really dripped before, but that's okay.
It could be because of the pan too. So keep that in mind if you use a pan where it's sitting in it like this, like stuff they think is going to stay warm. So maybe it won't be quite as an issue. But with this pan, see, it's already drying. So I probably don't even need to pour any more on. I could probably just put my
Yeah.
cloth on and then put it in the oven and then just spread it out. So
Waste not, want not.
and let me see. I don't think mine has an odor. No. So it's just the beautiful smell of the beeswax.
Yeah.
This doesn't smell.
So once these have lived their life span, which is up to a year and a half, you can actually cut these into strips. They are compostable, so you can return them right back to the earth.
Oh, thank you. That's great.
Yes. Or if you don't want to do that, you can cut them into strips and use them as a fire starter of some sort.
I think you did have a question about that. And Erin says hi. Hi, Erin. Thanks for coming back. She wondered where we were earlier.
Erin, sorry. Technical difficulties because what's a Thursday live at Man Lake without one of those?
We love anxiety.
Did you say we had a question?
Oh, yeah. Before Erin, there was somebody that asked about the smoker tip that you had mentioned.
Oh, yeah, I can't really show here. I guess I can't show here. Maybe next time we do a hive inspection, we can absolutely show it. But I like to use these to start because there's different. You can use people like to use pellets to start their. However you like to use. This is just a simple way to start it and get your burlap going or whatever you're going to use because it stays lit. So you can chunk a piece down there in the bottom and get it going.
That's a great idea. Oh, you can see my terrible cutting right here. It
All
does,
right,
and I also figured it's going on like food or jars or something. So who's really gonna tell?
here's I don't.
Oh, pretty. I do. It does definitely harden quickly.
Yes, it does.
So many
There's the
different
shine. Okay.
material or patterns you could get.
So these are so easy to make.
They
What
really
do you think?
are. I think it's great. I'm so happy that you showed us how to do it.
I love making them. I've been staying up a lot every night making these.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Hang on. I opened the door. Sorry. I said I've been staying up every night a
Aw,
lot making a bunch of these.
I love that. And you have a nice tutorial you share on a certain platform.
Yes, I do on TT. I know you love when I say that. So we'll do one more. And Kim,
Okay.
what was your recipe, hun?
Actually, it was very similar to yours. I probably did too much, but I have so much product here, but that's fine because I'll just save it. But I did 6 ounces of beeswax, 3 ounces of pine rosin, and 2 ounces of jojoba oil.
Okay.
I
So
have bigger wraps, but I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with the bigger wraps because even on my griddle, I'm not sure they're going to fit. And so keep that in mind when you're cutting your fabric. They can only be as big as the surface that you're using it on. So yeah, this is going to be too big for even my griddle, but that's fine. It's easy to cut. So I'll pop this in the oven without adding any extra mixture and
and
see
see
what
what
happens.
happens. Yeah. So I'm just rolling out the first side and making sure that one is good and saturated, and then I'll flip it over. All right, let's flip it.
I wanted to ask you, how long do you roll yours out? Is there a specific time or just when you see that everything's saturated?
Just when I see that everything's saturated, and if I'm having a particularly, I don't know, stressful day, I might just roll for the heck of it.
Yeah.
Because but I know you guys can't really see, and I'm not set up right this second to show you. But they bubble a little bit on the griddle, so I just like to put some music on and roll out the bubbles.
Oh, I love that.
It's
And
great.
Erin loves it.
Erin, thank you for loving it. I love Erin.
I love Erin too. She's a great friend.
She really, truly is. So let's pull this up, and we'll
Erin,
take.
do you have TikTok? We could all make wraps together.
Yes.
I'm gonna check out your live. I'm actually gonna like schedule a time that'll remind me so I can
Yeah,
watch
I,
it.
I go live every Wednesday. So
Okay, I'm gonna remember that.
okay. Should we do, what time is it? It's 2:13. Do we want to do one more, or what do you want to do? Are you pulling yours out?
Yeah, can you do one more? I'll just do this one.
Let's do a fall one. Erin, I'm going to do a fall one for you. How about this
Okay.
one? Just for Erin.
Yes,
I'll
do
do
one
this
for Erin.
beautiful leaf pattern. I know Erin, I feel, loves the fall weather, and she is beautiful like a fall afternoon. So we'll make this for her.
So mine seems to have enough of mixture on there that I didn't have to add more.
I'm
And
so
you
glad
can actually see it saturate even on the pan. So that's good.
I'm glad you said that, because these rollers, like the foam roller I have, they will collect a lot of the solution.
I
So if
see.
you
Yeah,
can,
look at it.
not this one. I
Yeah.
am telling a fib right now.
You said it doesn't?
Not right this second. But the griddle has quite a bit of solution on it, so I'm gonna clean it up.
Okay, because now that we're talking about our rollers, what's the best way to get the excess off?
So for mine, I don't get the excess off. I just reheat it.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And that way I'm not wasting. But if you want to get the excess off, honestly, you have like another piece of cloth. You can
Yeah.
just what I just go like this and press down into it
Oh, okay, great.
from all angles, and that will generally release a lot of the. Yeah, see, like now I have a good bit. Let me.
Also, it's going to stick to this pan. So you do want to remove it promptly. I'm sure stuff it's probably easy to for her to lift the wraps because it stays warm. So just keep that in mind if you don't get to use a griddle.
Yeah. I will try that method at some point.
I love the griddle method more and more though, doing it this way. So I will say I will probably be switching to a griddle.
This griddle is amazing. I'm going to upgrade to an even bigger griddle at some point.
Oh, that's a good idea. Then you can do really big.
Yeah, at this is a 12 by 22, and you can still do a big piece of cloth on it. You just have to work it a little bit differently.
Okay. I just imagine all of your food and bowls and things have all your wraps on them. It probably looks so beautiful.
I did have some cheese in the fridge wrapped up in it. It was so nice. All right, let's pull Erin's wrap up and let's see how
Okay.
beautiful it looks.
I can't wait.
Guys,
Oh, that's so pretty.
I wish you could see the shine a little better.
I can see it. Well, now we'll have to get together with Erin and give her her wrap.
Yes, Erin's wrap. Erin, I'm going to put your wrap outside now to set.
That was so much fun. Thank you for doing this, even through our difficulties in the beginning. I'm really glad you wanted to go ahead and show this beeswax wrap
Yes,
tutorial.
absolutely. Should we show one in use? I have a tomato from the garden real quick.
Yes.
Here's one that I did that's pink down. So this is what it'll,
Okay.
and then we're going to warm it up.
Oh, okay. Is it a good idea to do that first?
Yeah, it gets a better seal that way. So it looks like a, I don't know, piece of garbage.
It's
Don't
like
let anybody throw your beeswax wrap away.
no.
And then to wash it, all you want to do is use a mild detergent and lukewarm cool water. Wipe it
Okay.
off. Okay, so now we've got it nice and pliable.
Mm-hmm.
Take our tomato. Let's see. And now we can just wrap it up.
Oh, I love it. That's so cute.
Yeah, and you, if it's sliced, you can do the same thing. So you can do so many things with this.
That's really perfect.
Yes, it is. Okay, well, that's all I had. What about you? How's yours? Are you done? Is your wrap done?
Yes, it's done.
Beautiful.
Shiny.
I see it's so shiny and beautiful.
So I'm
Love
happy
it.
with them. Very nice.
Very, very nice.
I can't wait to hang them up and use them.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, well, it has been so much fun, Kim. Thank you through all the technical difficulties. And guys, thank you for coming back and joining us even
Yes.
after all that. We appreciate your patience with us. Every week it seems like it's something new, a new difficulty, but we work through them, and that's the fun part. So
I'll
thank you.
always be here for you, so I appreciate your patience.
Absolutely. And if you have any questions about the process, you need a recipe, you need to tweak it. If you're having an issue with your recipe, reach out, let us know. We're happy to help you with that for sure.
And check stuff out on Wednesdays.
Well, yeah, if you want, I am on Wednesdays. If you want to find me, you can do that, and I'll be on Wednesday nights. So thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday. And Kim, I'll talk to you in just a minute.
Okay.
All right,
Have
bye
a great day.
everyone.
Bye.